Hey everyone, you are probably buttoning your jacket wrong. Here's why that matters. Quick question. Are you buttoning all the buttons on your blazer or vest? Because if you are, I hate to break it to you, but you might be sending the wrong message. Not a huge fashion crime, but it does scream one of two things. Either I have no idea how this is supposed to be worn, or I just don't care. And let's be honest, neither is a vibe you want when you are trying to look sharp. Here's the deal. You're not supposed to button the last button. Not on a blazer, not on a waistcoat, not ever. It's one of those weird fashion rules that everyone who's even slightly into style just knows. So when someone buttons everything up, it kind of sticks out in the worst way. Like wearing socks with sandals. Obviously this is much worse and technically allowed, but you definitely shouldn't do that, or anyone else. This is one of the worst things that can happen to humanity. Now, if you are wondering where this even came from, the story is actually kind of funny. Back in the day, King Edward VII, royal guy, big into fashion, got a little round in the middle. To stay comfortable, he started leaving the bottom button on his vest open. The people around him copied it to avoid making him feel weird, and boom, new trend. Eventually it just became the rule. But today nobody's thinking about the king, they're just thinking, this guy knows what he's doing. So there's the takeaway. One, on a 2-button blazer, button the top one, skip the bottom button. On a 3-button blazer, middle button only. Sometimes top 2, but again, never the bottom. Waistcoat, same thing, leave the last button undone. It looks better, it moves better, and most importantly, it shows you get it. Don't give people a reason to doubt your taste. Unbutton that last button and wear it right. So there are some if we're talking about style from high class or even middle class salons and different type of parties, there are some let's say rules that not necessarily are all that important, but they are still something well known. Like example, potatoes. You do not use your knife to cut them. You're using your fork. Why? Well, because back in the days, sauce on potatoes, if you cut it with your knife, usually the sauce would be soaking between two halves of potato, 2 pieces. So this is why you're not doing this. Is that matter nowadays when actually there's no sauce on potatoes? Well, technically it doesn't matter, because actually they're gonna still taste better, although people believe that if you are crushing if you're splitting potatoes with your fork, they taste better. Then potatoes taste better, maybe. But like I said, if there is no sauce on potatoes, still do not cut them with a knife. It looks bad, even if it doesn't matter anymore. No one is doing this, and it is perceived as something wrong. So that's it. This is what I wanted to say today. So catch you in the next one. Take care, guys.